Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amin Baig, and I'm a volunteer at the Islamic Center of Naperville as part of the Political Engagement and Awareness Committee. The purpose of my presentation today is to show you the voter registration, the electronic voter registration utility that ICN, the Islamic Center of Naperville, has recently subscribed to. The purpose of this utility is twofold. One, it would allow the ICN patrons, or it could be anybody, or within, actually in Illinois, that wants to register to vote, and it would allow you to electronically register to vote. And the second part of why we are doing this at ICN is that it would allow the ICN leadership to be able to contact the registrants at a later point in 2016 when the elections cycle starts, that we would be able to remind you about getting out the vote, going to the polling booths, and doing your civic duty. So that's the twofold purpose of this utility. It's fairly straightforward. The way to access the application for registering to vote is to go to the Islamic Center of Naperville website, go to the Get Involved tab, and then it's right there for you. It's a register. You can see it says register to vote. It opens up a form here. Fairly simple form to fill out. Just keep in mind that the fields or the questions that have the red asterisks next to them, they are required. You have to fill them out. And the ones that don't, you don't really have to. For example, email address. However, I would highly recommend that you put your email address because it provides you an immediate response from the state of Illinois, letting you know whether your registration has been completed, as well as it allows ICN to get your email so we can get back to you at a later time to remind you to get out the vote. So it's very important that you fill out all the fields on this form. The one thing or a couple of things that you of course would need, which are very important, is you need to make sure you have some sort of a state issued ID. So if you have a driver's license, that's fine. Otherwise, the state ID would suffice. Make sure it's a valid state ID, it's not expired. You would need to include your social security number. And by the way, ICN does not have access to either of these data points, so don't worry about that. We really get just the basic public information, which is your address or that pretty much. I mean, we in this case we'll get your email and your phone number, etc. But we don't get any non-public information such as your ID or your social security number. So please make sure that you fill out this information correctly. The address is slightly different. The way you complete this, you put the street number first. So you would, let's say your street number is 123 Hartford Avenue. You would put 123 in this field. You're going to put the street name as Hartford, and then the street type is avenue. So if it's avenue, you look for AVE. So do not combine the street address. Please make sure you split it into street number, street name, and street type. And if you have any directions, and you can, so north, south, east, west, you can enter that as well. So fairly simple. And then the other thing is the election jurisdiction. Are you in DuPage County? Are you in Will County? What is your county? So make sure you enter that accurately. Once you complete all the information, it should not take you more than 5 minutes. You can hit the submit button, and then you will get an email confirmation letting you know that the state of Illinois has accepted your voter registration. Keep that email handy so that if you need to challenge anything in the future, or if you want to make sure that your registration went through accurately, that would be a record for it. So please make sure you enter your email address in the form, and then make sure that you have an email confirmation from the state of Illinois which says that you have the registration complete. So again, thank you very much for doing this for your community, for your nation, this very important civic duty. And if you have any questions, you could leave your question at the Naperville Islamic Center of Naperville contact page, which you can access from here. Contact ICN. Assalamu alaikum.